Greetings, everyone. This is Liminality Carb, and we are back with more East 1. Last time, we dove into the mines, found a silver harmonica and a rotatory seed, headed back out, returned the harmonica to Rhea, got to listen to a beautiful harmonica song, and ended up eating the rotatory seed, which allowed us to actually communicate with the northern and southern rotatries. We then came back into the mines after getting our silver sword, beat a boss, and got Volume Dobby of the Books of East. And now, we continue further into the mines. And we have this pedestal that it seems as if some kind of statue had been placed here at one time. So, two pedestals that both look like they had statues. And Adel beat on the door, but it sounded like solid rock on the other side. And we cannot proceed past this door. So, we now need to head on out. So we're going to just take this wing on out. And we are back at Miena. Not that place. I want to get a new wing from Pim, just so that I've got one. Bye, wing. This is a strange one. I've already said that actually a few times now. Alright, let's head on out. Now, one other thing I want to do, before I forget, is this piece of paper. If I use this over here near Rhea, she will apparently have a new line of dialogue for us. So, first let's talk to her, and then we'll use the paper. Like you, but dead. Anytime I see that horrible scar upon the world, it breaks my heart. Adel, thank you so much for finding my harmonica. Thank you so much for finding it. Yeah, I hit the wrong button and it sped through. It has several lines of some archaic language written on it. Thank you so much for finding it. Adel, by some chance, are you? No, never mind. Forget I said anything, please. Oh, there we go. You have to be right next to her. That poem, it's something I wrote a long time ago. Adel gave the piece of paper to Rhea. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much for finding it. So, that piece of paper written in an archaic language is something Rhea wrote down, and it was in a chest for some reason. Now we get this little scene. The eastern sky is stained in red, the western sky is blue. Between the lands of light and shade, my dreams are born anew. I hear the melodies of the birds, and taste the fresh spring air. I see the silent rhodotree, and I feel I've once been there. Its sight is all I'd ever need to cry until the dawn, the lost serenity of man depicted thereupon. I feel the bird, its wings aloft, en route to clearer skies, two moons that wax and wane out west, while east the sun doth rise. Fina, the wheel of fate has begun to turn once more. Even if I alone were to awaken to my destiny, I wish the dream could have continued for you forever. But sadly, we both have our roles to play, you and I. I hope I didn't just skip a line of text there by hitting the wrong button again. If I did, I will try in post to have what that last line was. But with that, we have Book of East, so now we need to head on up to Zapik Village to have Jebba read it for us. And yes, I am ignoring all of the connotations from Rhea's poem, having written it, and what she said at the end there, that'll all make sense later, believe me. Alright. Hey, Jebba. I've got a book for you. Volume Dobby. So, it was in the abandoned mine, was it? How peculiar. Also, sorry for the chair noise there. The Book of Dobby. I speak now of the disaster of Ys. He rose suddenly and attacked our cities. He called forth molten stone from the bowels of the world to burn our fields and trap us in a sea of fire. It was terrible and absolute. One by one, our proud nations were blown out like candles, and darkness and chaos stole over our world. Surely the Solaria was the cause. Was it not the harbinger of darkness? Thus we sealed it within the darkness, in the ground, so that hope may shine anew. Forget it not, and never lay hands upon it again. Well, let's talk to Fina. Okay, you're still saying that Jebba has taught you things? Jebba, there are 6 books of Ys. The remaining 3 are all hidden within Darm Tower. The Devil's Tower, they call it. It dates back as far as the shrine. If you go there, I recommend you speak with my son, Gobin. He should be able to show you the way in. You are an accomplished swordsman. Indeed, you are the hero that Sarah foresaw, the legendary brave soul. I commend you for coming so far. I am certain that you will be all right, even in the Devil's Tower. Dr. Fina, I don't really know if any of this means anything to you. I won't ask you not to go, but just promise me one thing. Come back safely, so that I may see you again. Please, continue to do your utmost for this wonderful land. I will always be here, waiting for you. Darm is an old word for devil, you see. You must remain focused within the tower. Pay attention to all of your senses, and do not drop your guard. Follow your instincts as well. If something looks like a trap, it probably is. Well, Jebba, thank you very much for that, word of wisdom. And now, we are heading over to talk to Gobin. Alright, and before we talk to him, give me 1 second. Alright, sorry for that small pause there, and mouse, go away. Gobin! Time to talk to you. My mother told me everything. In order to find the remaining books of Ys, you have to enter the tower. Since the day the Stormwall first showed up, the tower's been teeming with demonic sentries. Our band of thieves tried to get things under control in there, but suffered heavy casualties. They were too strong, too many. We had no choice but to fall back. My right-hand man, Dogi, has also gone and missing. He's in there, but I can't even say if he's still alive. Darm Tower is an unbelievably dangerous place, if you haven't gotten that already. It's most definitely not for the faint of heart. If you've truly mastered the silver equipment, the sword especially, then you might just stand a chance. Very well, I'll open the gate for you. So, as a note, you need to have the silver sword, silver shield, and silver armor before you can progress past this point. Also, let's talk to to the other thieves. Don't tell me a weakling like you is headed into the tower. Man, I had no idea Boss Gobin was so cruel. Listen, if things get crazy in there, head out to one of the balconies. The monsters almost always stay indoors. And keep a close eye on your status. Never forget, if you drop your guard for just one moment, it could be your last. Thank you for the advice. Honestly, I think the boss wants to go inside Darm Tower himself. But first, we have to find Sarah's murderer before he strikes again. Anyway, Just do your best not to die, okay? After all, isn't there someone waiting for your safe return? Yes, there is. This door is one way only. Once you're inside, you won't be able to get back out. It's also completely soundproof, so if you scream for dear life, it ain't gonna wake us from our naps. I'd say at most, you should be limited to 1 day in there. Make sure you're back here tomorrow morning, with or without the Books of Ys. I'll reopen the door to let you out when the sun rises. Alright, get going, and try not to get yourself killed in there. Hold it! Just so you know, that wing you're carrying. Well, Darm Tower is encased in a powerful magical barrier. If you try to use the wing, you'll just get sucked into the tower walls. You'll be killed instantly. I'd better hold on to it for you, so there aren't any unfortunate accidents. Yep, so we no longer... I don't want that ring. We no longer have the wing. So, we are now stuck in Darm Tower, at least for the day. And our goal is to try to get as all 3 of the remaining Books of Ys. Though, even though he said we only have 1 day, we are not actually timed in here. Thankfully, this is standard JRPG fare, whereas the plot cannot move forward without you. But, let us start exploring the tower. There's stairs up, stairs down, and pass outside. While you're outside, as you noticed there, my health did begin to heal. So you do have points where you can go outside and heal, but we also do have the healing ring, so we can just stop and heal wherever we are. Jet sonas are a little strong. There's a lot of these weird skull statue things, which are kind of creepy. But we'll pay them no mind. And we will continue to explore a bit. Thankfully, they're not all too strong at this stage. They're just upgrades of those blue enemies up front, and there's an empty chest here. Alright, so remember, 4th floor, empty chest, because that's kind of weird. We're now on the 5th floor. Making pretty good progress. Let's just heal up a bit. Unlike the mines, Darm Tower is giving us plenty of chances to go and heal up. Oh, we'll head up this way. And it brings us to outside, floor 6. Hey, I don't know what you are. You are Akumates. Alright. As a note, there are multiple paths that you can be taking through here. I don't actually remember the correct path, so I myself am exploring. And another empty chest on floor 6. So, floor 4 and floor 6 have both had empty chests. That, I believe, is going to be important later on. So, we need to remember those. But there's no other path here on floor 6, so we actually need to backtrack a little bit. And I just noticed I took a lot of damage in there. So, let's heal on up. And there we go. Well, let's check over this way. And we're on the other side of that wall. So what's on this Oh, okay. When Adel came to, he found himself locked in a prison cell. He checked his belongings and found that some were missing. So, if you notice, we don't have any gear anymore. Our silver sword, silver shield, and silver armor have all been taken. This is why I said you wanted to make sure you had the reflex armor, the large shield, and that talwar. Because we just lost a lot of stats. Hey, it's Luda. Fancy meeting you in a place like this, eh, doll? I'm ashamed to confirm that, yes, I sleepwalked here, somehow. When I woke up, I found myself surrounded by monsters and scrambled to get away from them. But it was no use. They caught me. Only, instead of killing me, they threw me in here. Wait, so you came in here by choice? I'm flabbergasted. Why in the world would you do that? You certainly don't look out of your mind. Actually, you look sure of yourself. Completely. Admittedly, it takes a brave man to walk through that tower door of his own accord. I salute you, sir. Oh, yeah, ran into someone else in here too. Or rather, I saw him briefly as I fled for dear life. I was in a passage with a row of statues, and I saw an old man holding something, but then he disappeared. Alright. There seemed to be no one at all out in the corridor. So, we're trapped in here. Hey! Howdy, stranger! Don't worry, I come in peace. Doggy's the name, and wall crushing's my game. Pleased to meet you. Let's save the chit-chat for later, though. We gotta get the hell out of here. Watch your step, man. Traps all over the place. One false move, and you'll wind up right back in here. 3 stories up, there's a hallway with a line of statues. An old man named Rava is hiding in there. He's been here a long time, and knows this tower like the back of his hand. You should talk to him. Alright, come on everybody, time to go. Let's make like dust and blow in the wind. You go first. I'm not a swordsman like you. I'll be sticking to the shadows and sneaking my way out. We'll talk later, okay? Oh, he didn't actually say that. For now, just try to stay alive. You never know where the monsters are lurking. Ah, Dogi. He was mentioned earlier. Oh, hey, I hate to ask, but if you do go see Rabba, would you please take this idol to him? He must have dropped it at some point. Without it, he's totally exposed to the monsters. The idol has been given. Alright, and now we are back in Basement 1 with those cells that we saw earlier. It's now time to resume our path up the tower, but with less equipment. Come on. However, we are going to try to go... I'm going to try to go through different paths on our way up this time. We do need to remember there were empty chests on floors 4 and 6, and I believe they are going to be very important to us in a bit. Well, hey, this is another empty chest, but nothing in that one. Heal potion in here. An evil ring in this chest. And a mirror, but we already have one. So I'm going to go ahead and save before I do this. Wrong button. So, that evil ring. Blood pattern ring that taints and slowly kills its wearer. So, I'll equip it. Mortal Sins. So it says it slowly kills the wearer. It does not slowly kill the wearer. It instantly kills the wearer. So do not equip that ring. At least not yet. There will be a point where we can make it safe to equip. But with that, we're now going to go around. And actually, we're going to stop and heal before we finish going around. And enjoy Darm Tower's music. And we are now back where we actually went to get to that area. So now we have to go up the path we took the first time. I believe each of these tower sections there's only 2 exits, so you don't have to worry about going to a new entrance. And also, as a note, having the information on the left and the upper right hand is going to help a lot to prevent yourself from getting lost in this area. And line of statues. Let's take care of that Jitsona. No. Come on. There we go. So, when we came through here last time, we didn't see anything. But there's supposed to be someone hiding around these lines of statues. And lo and behold, there's a hidden door here. And I'm running into something, but nothing's happening while I have the mask on. Let's, put the power ring back on. Remember what button does what. And hey, it's an old man.
What? That's my idol. I see. So Dogi asked you to bring it to me. Much obliged. My name is Rava. I'm a seeker of ancient knowledge. A scholar by trade, if you will. I came here 6 months ago to study the ancient ruins of Asteria. But while I was investigating this tower, monsters suddenly came from every which way. I've been hiding out in here, hoping they wouldn't find me. This idol has been my saving grace. May not look like much, but it's full of power. When held close to the body, it can make you completely vanish from sight. It's the reason I've been able to survive for so long without the monsters finding me. Well, young man, what brings you to this dreadful place? Your equipment suggests you came here knowing its dangers, so I assume you have a reason.
I'll explain that he entered Darm Tower in search of the Books of Ys.
I see. That was going to be my first guess, actually. The name Ys appears quite frequently in ancient texts, even on the mainland. They say it's a land adept in the powers of magic, with an abundant supply of a silver-like metal. But as time went on, the name simply vanished from history. No one mentioned it anymore. Nowadays, no one even knows where on the map to find it.
I was about to transpose things badly there.
It's a name we scholars always figured belonged to some long-lost utopian land of legend. But I always knew Ys was somewhere in Asteria. I had a hunch anyway, and it would seem I was correct. If I've got it figured right, then something akin to the storm wall appeared on the day Ys was lost. Storms encircled the island, and when they were gone, so was Ys. All that remained was this here tower. Asteria's minstrels tell of swarms of monsters killing off half the land's people in a single night. Nobody could get away either, on account of the storms. Meanwhile, the monsters built Darm Tower. Then, right before the tower was complete, the monsters all just disappeared. The crisis had passed. Several 100 years passed, and in that time, the whole mess was forgotten. Well, mostly anyway. But the danger was still there. It was dormant, but it was still there. You sense it too, don't you? As we speak, someone in this tower is setting something evil in motion. There are traps everywhere around here. Without a doubt, someone or something is puppeteering it all. To what end, though, I have no idea. But we can't just let it happen, can we? Of course, that's why you're here, though. So, you intend to keep climbing the tower, do you? In that case, I think you should have this.
I got a blue necklace.
As long as you're wearing that blue necklace, the tower's many booby traps will be totally ineffective. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few things I need to ponder. You go on ahead, alright?
Alright, with that, we have a new piece of gear. Blue necklace. Necklace of a luminous blue crystal, able to nullify evil traps. So let's equip this. And realize we have to actually immediately not equip it. Because we can't get out of here without that mask. Come on. Alright. Now then, up we go. There's only one path on that floor. So once we get to the next door, we're just going to wait, heal up, because you want to make sure you stay healed through here. Especially, again, missing gear. Alright, come on, Jitsu. You know, you got a lot of strength, surprisingly. Now, I don't... chest on Tower 4 is still empty. So maybe those chests aren't important like I thought. I admittedly thought those chests were going to be where I would find my silver, some of my silver equipment again. But I'm guessing instead it's to show that other people have been in here and looted things. I came through here before. I think this ended up being that dead end. Correct? Oh, there's another empty chest. Because I already got it. What was in this chest? I do not recall. Oh, no, this is the empty chest on floor 6. Okay. I've just, you know, forgetting things I mentioned less than 2 minutes ago. Alright. Well, nothing else in here. I don't need to fight you guys. The only reason to fight them really is to complete your bestiary log, which there is an achievement for getting a full bestiary log of every enemy, but I don't really care too much about that right now. I'll just get it passively as I kill them. And now, we head back, because we need to get to the other side of that wall. Round and round the tower we go. And there's those 3 statues, which I think... Yeah, this is where I got trapped last time. So we're now making progress forward. And enjoy that scenery of a crater, because we're going to be seeing it a lot. Alright, that's up. I want to explore some areas first. Hey, it's Doki!
So yeah, it's me, Doki, saving your hide yet again. Seems you got a knack for getting into trouble, but at least you're doing stuff, I guess. So, gotta ask, what the hell are you doing in this tower to begin with?
Adel explained his reasons for infiltrating the tower.
Okay, so you came in here to get your jollies and wound up with more than you bargained for? I gotcha. Good to hear Goben's doing well, though, at least. He and the others are probably really worried about me. Have you met Rabba? He's an old weirdo, but I owe him my life. Was pinned down by a monster and out of options when he suddenly unidled himself to save my hide. I'm helping him scout this tower to return the favor. Might as well, you know. I mean, I'm here, and I hate leaving a place without tearing it up first. Anyway, there's a rod somewhere around here that's designed like that crystal you've got. From what I hear, you'll need it to get to the top floor. Heard about it from the boss's mom, and when she tells you something, you don't question it.
Also, there was a... Hey, enemy! Genoid. Alright. Alright, you're just telling me I need to be on the lookout for a rod. Come on. Well, you are clearly blocking some... Hey, you're blocking a treasure chest. With... I have reobtained the silver sword. Awesome. That's not the button I wanted to hit. Alright. We've got our silver sword back. Now we need to find the armor and shield still. What is over this way? Nothing? Nothing! Alright. Well, there was another path out that I think we could do, so we're going to go take that. But yeah, you do want to explore all of the floors now, because there's just little things that are going to help make your path up here easier, and you 100% need to retrieve that silver sword or you cannot actually beat the final boss of this game. I'm just going to say that outright right now. You must have the silver sword. You cannot beat him with the Talwar. He, in fact, does not take damage from the "this is a boss." That is a boss arena. We are going to hold off on us going in there for a second. We're going to just save. We're going to explore the other path before we go into that obvious boss arena. Just in hopes that it gives us some equipment. And even if it doesn't, stopping to heal is going to be pretty good. Also, if you've noticed, the lighting looks a little bit different. We are a little bit higher up, but the lighting's going to change as we progress in here to show the progression of time of how long we've been inside of this tower, which I find that to be a neat little touch that they did. So nothing for that path. Up is nothing. There's a chest down there, so I do want that. So let's get this chest, which we've got our silver shield back. And these Normuses are moving, so the statues now will attack us. But it has 10 more defense back. And man, with how much damage I'm taking, I kind of need it. Oh, and another path. Huh. Now I'm wondering if I want to keep going this way. No, I think I want to go back. I think I now want to go back and fight that boss. So we got enough health. We'll stop and full heal before we go to that boss chamber. I don't know why I'm fighting these. It's habit now. I'm fighting these guys out of habit. It is amusing that they are still giving you money, though, because you can't leave this tower currently. And admittedly, you don't leave this tower. This tower is the home stretch of the game. Once we entered here, we are no longer able to go back. But full heal, because man, I took way too much damage. Enjoy the music. Alright. File, save, tower, floor 9? Floor 9, okay. Okay, maybe this isn't a boss arena? Nope, it's a boss arena! Alright. I assume you're going to do something other than just throwing these scythe-like things at me. But maybe not. Okay, Mantis. Just keep doing that. Oh no, you didn't hit me. I thought you did. Oh, wow. Mantis. I'm not going to say anything yet, but man, I'm thinking it. Almost beat the boss without him getting a hit in on me. Oh, no. That was weird. I broke the camera a little bit there. But we got a Book of Ease. And a hammer. Let's look at that hammer. Ordinary iron hammer. Fairly heavy. Could be used to break stone. So we're going to need that later. But we also have a Book of East, which... Let's see, which book is this? This is Volume Mesa. Unfortunately, when he opened it, he saw strange lettering in another language. excuse me, Adol still cannot read the Books of Ys. So all we can do now is collect them. But let's head on over and actually, let's take a short break here. I forgot one thing I need to do. With how easy that boss was, let's actually take a break and show you what he looks like at 60 FPS. See you again in a bit. Alright, let's go fight that mantis at 60 FPS. I'm not expecting much of anything to be different with him, honestly. Actually, okay. Those scythes seem slower, so I can get, like, multiple hits before I have to worry. So there is a difference. In fact, he might just be easier. He's already pretty easy. Just, as I did before, get a hit, and then get ready to dodge the scythes. And this time I beat him without getting hit. Are we going to glitch the camera again? Nope, we did not glitch the camera again. Wait, yes we did. How does that keep happening? Anyway, with that camera glitch and the boss down in record time, let's head on back to 144. See you there. Alright, let's continue up this tower. And you know what? I'm going to go... Actually, no, I'm not going to bother with those statues again. I don't need to care about those statues. But I do need to care about this path. So we're just missing our silver armor. Zomax. Alright, new enemies. That's a path out, but we're going to stay here and explore what is on this floor first. We're on floor 10. So this is another path, but I think there was more on this floor I can explore. I think. Okay, nothing down here. Yeah, because there looks to be this room that I just bypassed. And this room has nothing. Okay. So I have... You know what? I'm going to stay on this level, and I'm going to try that other path. Defense 120. They don't have a lot of defense, apparently. So they do a decent bit when I, run into them, like... Okay. I'm going to save here. There's something about this area. You take damage while you are in this area. So don't go into that area. Not yet, at least. Time to backtrack a bit. We're heading out this way. And yeah, like I said, it's now getting more towards dusk out here. Again, I do like that little touch to just give you the sense of how long you've been running through this tower. Alright, we're fully healed. That's blood. That's blood. Luda, what are you? Adol, it's me, Luda Gemma. I was hiding out with Raba, but the monsters located us. I managed to get away, but I hurt my leg rather badly in the process. The way you're holding yourself looks like you have a gut wound. Oh, don't worry. It's nowhere as bad as it looks. I should have to stay off it for a bit. You look like you have a gut wound! I heard from the old man that a young girl was taken to the annex. I don't like the sound of that one bit. Please, Adol, go and rescue her. Adel, please rescue the girl who was brought into the annex. The blue gem at the center emits a very pure light. Apparently that's what happens if you use it. Alright. Nothing else we can do over here, but we do want... Luda is currently on floor 11. We are going to want to remember that for later. It will become very important. Strength 244? Okay, you guys are stronger than me. That is important. I guess. Alright. So, we're gonna save again. Because... Mad Dash! Don't hold up. Do not hold up. Hey, Rabba.
Oh, it's you. The monsters got me and shut me in here for some reason. Can't believe I let my guard down. It broke my idol too, so no more turning invisible. What do you mean run? That's the devil's corridor out there. That eerie humming can kill a man. You're young and strong, but I'm a weak old man. I'd never make it. Though, you do look rather pale right now. Why not rest here for a moment?
So yeah, the other main reason you want to duck in here is it's a checkpoint, basically.
That devilish music is caused by the wind, I surmise. It's rather cleverly designed. It's like a pipe organ. I think the wind's being fed by one of the pillars on the balcony. If we could figure out which one, we could bust it with a hammer or something and stop the music.
So, we need to head to a balcony. And, load. Because I cannot actually make my way through. Yep. You're telling me that's one of the things on the balcony, so now we're heading back. Because we need to backtrack now that we know we need to look on the balcony for something we can destroy with a hammer. Which we're going to check Luda's balcony first. And if you notice, actually, these all look like they're kind of weird. Do any of them look particularly different from the others? Not in particular, so... Can't use it there. Not there. Not there. Not there. I'm probably going to end up doing this twice. Oh, there we go! There we go. Found one that broke. Let's see if that's all that I needed to do. If so, yes, this area is no longer killing us. And Rabba has escaped. Well, through the devil's... This was a very long corridor. Go ahead and get healed. And we are actually going to call it here for this episode. We've made it up 12 floors of Darm Tower. We know Luda, Luda, Dogi, and Rava are all in here with us, and supposedly a young girl has been kidnapped and brought to the annex of this tower. So we need to find out what is up with that, and we have been asked to save her. But with that, thank you all very much for watching, and take care.